In the dark abyss of Earth's ancient oceans, two monsters ruled their respective timelines, Mosasaurus and Megalodon. Though they lived millions of years apart, both were apex predators, dominating the seas with terrifying precision. One was a marine reptile with lizard-like agility and crushing jaws. The other, a monstrous shark with the most powerful bite in history. The Mosasaurus was a marine reptile from the late Cretaceous period, roughly 70 to 66 million years ago. It was a dinosaur, but a relative of modern monitor lizards and snakes. It measured between 40 to 60 feet in length with a long, streamlined body, paddle-like limbs, and a powerful tail that let it move with terrifying speed. Its head was armed with rows of conical teeth, perfect for gripping and swallowing slippery prey. It did just bite. It seized, crushed, and drowned its victims. On the other side was the Megalodon, a true giant of the shark world. It roamed the oceans between 20 million to 3.6 million years ago. This predator was the largest shark ever recorded, estimated to grow between 50 to 60 feet long, possibly even more, with jaws that could open over 10 feet wide and a bite force exceeding 14,000 pounds. It could crush bones, whales, or anything else unfortunate enough to enter its path. Though separated by millions of years, these two monsters are often imagined in a hypothetical clash, and that's what we're here to witness. No humans, no submarines, no science labs, just deep waters, ancient instincts, and one final battle beneath the waves. Strength, speed, and predatory power. Let us break down their weapons, their physical traits, and combat instincts. The Mosasaurus and Megalodon may be oceanic creatures, but their methods of hunting and killing were dramatically different. The Mosasaurus was built for ambush. Its body was long and muscular, able to twist, roll, and turn with reptilian flexibility. It often used stealth to creep through murky waters and strike its prey from below or behind. Its jaws weren't just for biting. They had a secondary hinge that allowed it to swallow prey whole. It also had strong flippers and a crescent-shaped tail that worked together like an underwater missile system. Quick acceleration, sudden strikes, and brutal follow-throughs made it a perfect marine assassin. Its skull, measuring over 5 feet long, had crushing force, enough to shatter bones. But perhaps its most dangerous trait was the way it fought, with strategy. It could clamp onto prey and perform death rolls, spinning violently to tear flesh and dislocate joints. Now, the Megalodon was less about finesse and more about domination. Imagine a tank built for one thing: destruction. With a bulkier, torpedo-like body, it could swim fast in open waters and launch itself at full speed toward prey. Its 7-inch teeth could slice through bone and flesh like butter, and it could bite with enough force to rupture a whale's rib cage in one snap. Where the Mosasaurus struck fast and escaped if needed, the Megalodon fought to finish. It used surprise attacks from below, similar to modern great whites, and relied on its massive jaws to end battles quickly. It wasn't just fast, it was relentless. If its first strike did kill, the second would. If that failed, the third would be fatal. In raw strength, Megalodon held the advantage. In agility and flexibility, Mosasaurus had the upper hand. Their battle wouldn't just be about size. It would be about how each creature turned its natural tools into lethal techniques. Fight in neutral territory now. Picture this. No traps, no cages, no interference. Just a deep trench in the middle of the ancient ocean. The visibility is low. The pressure is crushing, and from opposite ends, two shadows approach, one long and coiled like a serpent, the other wide and heavy like a ghost ship. The Mosasaurus senses the disturbance first. It slows down, lets the currents move around it, hiding its presence. It glides through the darkness, using the silence as its weapon. Its eyes adjust, scanning the shadows for motion. Meanwhile, the Megalodon doesn't hide. It charges straight. Its heartbeat is calm. Its body shifts left and right with slow confidence, knowing that anything it sees, it eats. Suddenly, Mosasaurus launches. It moves like a torpedo, aiming for the Megalodon's side. Jaws open wide. Teeth sink into flesh. The water explodes with bubbles and blood, but Megalodon doesn't retreat. It spins, faster than expected, and lands a counterbite on Mosasaurus's flank. The crunch echoes. For a moment, both predators freeze in pain, then begin tearing into each other. Mosasaurus uses its tail like a whip, knocking the Megalodon off balance. It loops underneath, attacking from the blind spot. The Megalodon spins and bites again, this time catching Mosasaurus by the neck. But the marine reptile twists its body into a roll, forcing the Meg to release or risk losing a chunk of its own face. Every second, the ocean turns more violent. Waves above ripple, fish scatter, blood stains the dark. This is not a quick battle. It's a war of endurance. One mistake could end it all. Advantage and survival instincts. Both predators were built for different strategies, and that affects how they fight. The Mosasaurus excels in tight turns, sudden ambushes, and complex movements. Its skeleton is more flexible, and its lungs allow it to hold breath longer, waiting for the perfect time to strike. It, a patient killer. But the Megalodon is a machine of momentum. It moves in straight lines, uses its massive size to dominate space, and finishes fights fast. The longer a fight goes, the more it risks being outmaneuvered. But if it lands a full bite, the enemy does survive. Now, consider stamina. The Mosasaurus, being cold-blooded, likely operated with energy efficiency. It could last longer in battle, especially when using less energy during stealth attacks. The Megalodon, warm-blooded like today, as sharks, could move faster for short bursts, but it would need to end fights quickly before exhaustion set in. Survival instincts also play a role. If either creature senses it cannot win, does it retreat? That is unlikely. These are not prey animals, they are rulers. Each is wired to fight to the end. And in this clash, no ground is given. Every wound deepens the fury. Every movement sharpens the violence. Eventually, one predator starts to slow. Blood loss, torn fins, broken ribs. The Mosasaurus is smaller but faster. It finds a weak point behind the Meg's gills and strikes hard. One last death roll. The Meg thrashes. It bites back but misses, and then stillness. Final result, who is the king? So, who wins? If the fight is long, strategic, and filled with twists and turns, the Mosasaurus may have the edge. Its agility, flexibility, and combat tactics allow it to dodge deadly blows and deliver surgical strikes. It uses its environment, takes advantage of shadows, and fights with reptilian precision. But if the Megalodon lands even one clean bite in the right place, the Mosasaurus may not recover. The Megalodon's bite force is unmatched. Its teeth, size, and momentum can end fights in seconds. It does need a second chance, just one moment, one perfect hit. The winner, ultimately, depends on the arena, the approach, and that first move. In open waters, Megalodon might dominate with its direct aggression, but in tighter environments, with cliffs, rocks, and narrow trenches, Mosasaurus turns the battlefield into a trap. Yet, in a neutral zone deep and vast, where both can use their full abilities, the Mosasaurus holds a slight advantage. Its brain, body, and battle instincts are built for more than just brute strength. It fights like a predator and a survivor. So, in this ancient ocean clash, the title of ultimate sea monster goes to the Mosasaurus, not because it is the biggest, but because it knows how to win. And in the dark corners of Earth, oceans, that's what truly matters. Check out my other videos for more epic character crossovers and battles. Thanks for watching, and stay happy and healthy.